Call now for a free estimate and receive up to $600 off or special financing as low as $100 a month. It's better with Bathfitter.
The summer heat might be breaking your conditioner, but that doesn't mean you have to break the bank. At Advanced Home Services, we're here to help our customers beat the heat on a budget by dropping our AC tune-up to just $29. That includes a full inspection of your system to ensure it's in proper working order for the summer. That's $29 well spent. For affordable and reliable service, contact Advanced Home Services today or schedule an appointment at mydadcandothat.com.
So you're thinking it's about time for a new Chevy? Let's talk about where you should buy. At Smith Chevrolet, we've made that choice simple. You'll save a little more on a new Chevy, your experience will be a little simpler, and you'll have a little more fun here than you would anywhere else. Did I mention you'll save a little? I meant you'll save a lot. At Smith Chevrolet, we make it simple. In fact, it's so simple there's really nothing else to say.
Labor Day Blockbuster Savings Event at Odell's Furniture. Lazy Boy, oversized, chase-style rocker recliner, just $588 and lifetime warranty. Two-piece sectional with reversible chase, just $488. Five-piece dinette set, just $248. Twin-size mattress, premium, gel-infused, just $168. Buy with no down payment and no interest for up to 4 full years. It's in stock, ready for immediate delivery or pickup. Odell's Furniture. Blockbuster Labor Day Sale. Stores in Idaho Falls, Rexburg, Pocatello, and Blackfoot.
Bathfitter is your best choice for your bathroom model.
We can do any tub, any shower, or convert your tub to a shower.
Call now for a free estimate and receive up to $600 off or special financing as low as $100 a month. It's better with Bathfitter.
This morning on KPVI News Today, local veteran services is hosting their annual 9/11 commemoration, and a ribbon cutting and grand opening for local pickleball courts is postponed. This is KPVI News Today for Wednesday, August 21st, 2024.
You're watching KPVI News Today. KPVI News Today, news that works for you.
Good morning, Eastern Idaho and Western Wyoming. Thank you for waking up with KPVI News Today. I'm Deanne Coffin.
And I'm meteorologist Eric Ash.
And we'll get to our top stories in just a moment, but first, it's Bengal Wednesday again. Bengal Wednesday is back.
It is.
Welcome back, black and orange, or orange and black.
Orange and black.
And many are heading off to school today. First day of school, summer's over. What can kids expect as they hit the school bus stop today?
Okay, so for right now, we're mostly clear. We do have more extensive cloud coverage for the Central Mountains, Eastern Highlands. There's some remnants of some activity that did occur yesterday and last night existing in the Eastern Highlands. So we have a low pressure system to our north and to our west. It is moving eastward, and so circulation around this low pressure brings this southwest flow. And so we're having a little bit of warmer temperatures. We'll still be warm today, mostly sunny today, and breezier conditions. Over the past 6 hours, we've had clearing occur, except for the Central Mountains and Eastern Highlands. Back to you, Deanne.
All right, thank you, Eric. New this morning, a local man is charged for allegedly trafficking drugs. East Idaho News reports the police say 29-year-old Alan Sanchez of Rigby was found in possession of fentanyl pills at a known drug house in Idaho Falls. Sanchez has been charged with felony possession of a controlled substance with the intent to deliver, as well as misdemeanors for possession of drug paraphernalia and resisting and obstructing officers. Sanchez was taken to the Bonneville County Jail, where he was booked with a $25,000 bond. He is scheduled for a preliminary hearing on August 27th. And a man on probation was arrested after officers caught him trying to sell drugs. According to East Idaho News, Justin Richards is charged with felony trafficking, possession of a controlled substance, and several misdemeanors. According to court documents, on Sunday around 3:30 a.m., an Idaho Falls police officer saw a man on a skateboard on Saturn Avenue in the middle of the road. The officer followed him to a motel on West Broadway Street. She recognized the man as Richards from previous interactions. The officer learned he was on probation. Richards was detained and searched and found in possession of methamphetamine, fentanyl, marijuana, and drug paraphernalia. A preliminary hearing is August 30th. The Bannock County Veteran Services Office is hosting the annual 9/11 community commemoration. That will be September 11th at 5:30 p.m. at the Bannock County Courthouse. The event will honor the 23rd anniversary of the 9/11 attacks. 6th District Judge Rick Carnaroli will read the events as they unfolded, which is a chronological recount of what happened that morning. A community dinner will be hosted at the Bannock County Veterans Memorial Building immediately following the program. People in Pocatello will have to wait a little longer to play pickleball. The ribbon cutting and grand opening for the Con Gilmore pickleball courts has been postponed. That was supposed to take place yesterday, but the city says the rain the night before caused damage to the final layer, which will need to be replaced. Crews are working to get more material. The city will update the public when the ribbon cutting has been rescheduled. A local nonprofit is hosting a fundraising event this weekend. The Boys and Girls Club of Southeast Idaho is hosting their second annual Great Futures Gala on Friday night. The event is at the Stevens Performing Arts Center in Pocatello. It starts at 5:30 p.m. with cocktails and a silent auction. Dinner is at 7 p.m. with a live auction at 8 p.m. And John Abame, the executive director for the Boys and Girls Club of Southeast Idaho, says this is their biggest fundraising event of the year and it's vital to their program.
Everything we do relies on the funds that we raise. So this is a really essential event for us. We do everything we can to work with the families in the community, and we charge a very low fee for the children to be able to attend because we don't want to ever turn any kids away. We're here for those who need us most.
To purchase tickets, you can go to their website at bgcsei.org. All right, let's get a quick check of weather with meteorologist Eric Ash.
All right, so what to look forward to today? Mostly sunny for all of us with breezier conditions, 10 to 20 miles per hour, gusts as high as 30 or 35 miles per hour, especially in that corridor of craters to the upper Snake River Plain, mid Snake River Plain. Now, any chance of thunderstorms or shower activity will be limited to the northern and eastern portion of the Central Mountains, the northern Snake River Plain, and that's about it. Other than that, we're going to be mostly sunny with breezy conditions. This is what to expect as you pay attention in the afternoon between the hours of 2 and 5 p.m. Central Mountains and up towards Monida Pass will experience some activity. Back to you, Deanne.
Right, thank you, Eric. And there are no injuries after a train versus semi accident in Jefferson County yesterday. According to the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office, it happened around 4 p.m. on 2100 North near Old Butte Highway in Hamer. The train was headed south with horns activated. The semi was headed east, pulling a trailer and pup trailer when the train hit it between the two trailers. The driver of the semi was cited and the train has to be inspected before it can be moved. An investigation is ongoing. And crews are working on the Fish Creek fire in the Bridger-Teton National Forest. It was discovered Friday in a remote area of the North Fork. Fish Creek drainage about 7 miles southwest of Tagwari Pass. It's burning in heavy timber. It's already more than 3,200 acres in size. More than 70 personnel are working on the fire. Smoke may be visible from Grand Teton National Park, the Continental Divide Trail, as well as Moran, Du Bois, Jackson, and Pinedale, Wyoming. The fire was lightning caused. And we have an update to a persons of interest. The Rexburg Police Department says the person of interest that they were searching for has been identified. The department would like to thank the public for their help. A local police department has some safety reminders as students head back to school. The Pocatello Police Department says when traffic signals are not in place or not in operation, the driver of a vehicle yields the right-of-way, slowing down or stopping to yield to a pedestrian crossing within the crosswalk. As for crosswalk safety, look both ways. Don't assume that a car is stopping, even if it should. And if walking at night, wear reflective clothing or have a light on you. Look around you, not down at your phone or something distracting when crossing. Also, slow down in school zones and watch for school buses stopping at bus stops. Brigham Young University Idaho Center Stage has announced its fall 2024 performance lineup. On Saturday, October 12th, comedian Frank Caliendo will perform at 7:30 p.m. in the Hart Auditorium. Then Broadway comes to Eastern Idaho as Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat hits the stage October 19th at 7:30 p.m. in the BYU Idaho Center. And the final event of the semester will be a BYU Idaho Christmas featuring Broadway star Laura Osnes on December 7th at 7:30 p.m. in the BYU Idaho Center. Tickets are on sale now and can be purchased online at byui.edu. The Idaho Falls Zoo has a new member, Meet Sahara. She is the first ever fennec fox born at the zoo. At the Idaho Falls Zoo, the zoo announced she was born to parents Jojo and Finnick. The zoo says she's already playful and curious. Fennec foxes are native to the deserts of North Africa and are the smallest fox species. The zoo remains open for the season through October 27th. And now let's send it back over to meteorologist Eric Ash with another look at our weather.
Thanks, Dan. So here's another look at the future tracker right here. One model's take. This is what to expect for the Central Mountains, Northern Snake River Plain. May see some pop-ups of some showers and maybe an embedded thunderstorm up in there. Basically between the hours of 2 and 5 p.m. centering around that time frame. For the rest of us, we'll have breezy conditions, 10 to 20 miles per hour with gusts between 30 and 35 miles per hour. Craters to the Snake River Plain. Back to you, Dan.
Thank you, Eric. Coming up on KPVI News Today, details on a detour. It's 6:08 and 57 degrees.
You're watching KPVI News Today with Deanne Coffin and meteorologist Eric Ash. KPVI, news that works for you.
This segment of KPVI News is brought to you by Ireland Bank.
Shopping online for a Purple mattress? We get it. With Purple's unique Gel Flex grid and multiple foam layers, you'll experience effortless sleep that's motion adaptive, temperature balanced, pressure relieving, and ultra supportive. But which Purple mattress is right for you? Come to Denver Mattress and test for yourself. During Purple's Labor Day sale, save up to $1,000 on mattress and base bundles and get an instant gift. Shop Purple at Denver Mattress, the easiest way to find your perfect Purple.
Sometimes less is more, and the grass is actually greener in your own backyard. Cole Chevrolet calls this finding your way of living great. Who says you need to keep up with the Joneses and buy into the latest trends? Go where you want to go and be what you want to be. The opportunities in East Idaho are endless. You may not find oceans and skyscrapers in East Idaho, but we've got everything it takes to live great. Cole Chevrolet. Live great.
Yellowstone Bear World is Idaho's #1 wildlife attraction. Experience the thrill of a lifetime as you drive through our park where the bears roam free and adventure awaits around every corner. Enjoy a fun-filled day from getting up close and personal with wildlife to exploring Jurassic Creek, making new friends at the petting zoo, and so much more. Yellowstone Bear World is open daily just 5 miles south of Rexburg, Idaho. Bring the whole family down to experience wildlife like never before. For more information on hours and rates, go to YellowstoneBearWorld.com.
A magical Cirque Christmas, an enchanting holiday tradition for the entire family. Embrace the holiday spirit and witness the incredible talents of world-class entertainers performing to your favorite holiday music. Celebrate the magic of the season with a magical Cirque Christmas.
Coming December 27th to the Mountain America Center in Idaho Falls.
The Democratic National Convention. Vice President Kamala Harris and Governor Tim Walz lay out their vision for the country. Join Lester Holt, Savannah Guthrie, and the NBC News team for special coverage tonight on NBC.
I like to know what my patients are experiencing, to feel how they're feeling. I choose to walk with them, find a path forward when nobody else will.
Brilliant Minds, September 23rd on NBC and Peacock.
And now, Storm Tracker weather with meteorologist Eric Ash.
Right now we have a low pressure center up to our north and our west here, so circulation around this low is counterclockwise. So for us, that means we're catching a lot of southwesterly flow, so warmer temperatures and some moisture heading into our area, but we're still going to remain drier compared to the weekend coming up. Drier for today and tomorrow. Now, what happened yesterday is we had some pop-ups, some precipitation, cloud covered Central Mountains, Eastern Highlands especially, and we're still dealing with some remnants of that activity around the Eastern Highlands, northeast of Jackson to this current time. Most areas are mostly clear except for the Central Mountains and the Eastern Highlands, partly cloudy skies at this current time. Now, what we're expecting today is isolated thunderstorms and showers for the Central Mountains, the northern and the eastern portion over towards Monida Pass, which is where it's a little bump up right here with the state line with Montana. And then for the eastern or for the northern portion of the Snake River Plain also has a chance of an isolated shower or a storm. And this time frame will center between 2 and 5 p.m., give or take an hour left or right. And For all of us, we're going to have breezier conditions, 10 to 20 miles per hour, with gusts between 30 and 35 miles per hour. Now, associated with any rain shower clouds or storm clouds, gusts can exceed 35 miles per hour. Temperatures across eastern Idaho in the 50s for the lower elevations, and the central mountains also touching in the 40s in the central mountains, more 40s for the eastern highlands here, and we're getting pretty cold at Stanley at 33, Yellowstone's at 41. And our winds are calm or gentle at this time, but they will pick up in the afternoon between 10 and 20 miles per hour, gusts up to 30 to 35, especially in this corridor from Craters to the Snake River Plain down to Idaho Falls. They may see gusts as high as 35 miles per hour. Back to you, Deanne.
All right, thank you, Eric. The Idaho Transportation Department is hosting 2 public meetings regarding U.S. Highway 20 between Ashton and the State Highway 87 junction. The first meeting will be today from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Ashton Community Center and Library. The second will be tomorrow from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Island Park EMS building. The meetings will discuss developments and get public input of the preliminary environmental study of the road. The purpose of the study is to enhance highway safety and operations by decreasing crash severity, addressing traffic growth, improving access management, and addressing regional freight movement. More details are available at itdprojects.org. A detour will begin today on West 21st Street in Idaho Falls. That will start at 8:30 a.m. while contractors reconnect the existing water line. The work is expected to be done by 5 p.m. Drivers will need to use alternative routes during the project. And traffic crossing the Pancari Bridge will be temporarily detoured. That will happen tomorrow and Friday nights for the ongoing bridge rehabilitation project. Starting at 9:30 p.m., traffic will be detoured around the bridge so crews can place the new girder that will span across the Snake River. Traffic should return to normal by 6 a.m. each morning. Drivers are asked to slow down, obey signs, and watch for construction crews. Coming up on KPVI News Today, we have Tail-Wagger Wednesday with the Pocatello Animal Shelter.
Get the information you need at kpvi.com.
When you need to know what the weather's going to be like, you can trust the KPVI Storm Tracker team to bring you the most accurate 7-day forecast.
The 7-day forecast on KPVI is brought to you by your Southeast Idaho Chevy dealers.
Too busy being busy? Then it's about time you got lazy. Real lazy. And shop the brands that invented truly comfortable furniture. So kick your feet up, because Lazy Boy is now at Furniture Row. Browse and drowse in our collection of stylish and customizable recliners and sofas, and experience the durability and relaxation you've come to expect from Lazy Boy. Plus, unwind guilt-free with special no-interest financing. Here's to doing less in some well-deserved comfort with the Lazy Boy collection, now at Furniture Row.
Kane Brown in the Air Tour. August 21st, Shoshone Bannock Casino Hotel. Special guest, Dylan Schneider. Country music superstar Kane Brown live. On sale now at ShowBankGaming.com or at the Casino Cage windows. Kane Brown live.
This Thursday's new double dollar deals at kpvi.com. Get $30 in value, only $15 to the Blue Wave. Voted best burger and best bar food in Idaho Falls. Visit kpvi.com this Thursday starting at 9 a.m. for this week's new double dollar deals.
Struggling with moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis? Talk to your doctor about #1 prescribed Entyvio, offering 2 maintenance options, including the Entyvio pen. Infusion and serious allergic reactions can happen during or after treatment. Entyvio may increase risk of infection, which can be serious. PML, a rare, potentially fatal brain infection, cannot be ruled out. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, sores, or are prone to infections. Liver problems can occur. Entyvio, relief, remission for real.
Entyvio. You're watching KPVI News Today. KPVI News Today. News that works for you.
In world news this morning, the Israeli military says it recovered the bodies of 6 hostages from Gaza. The recovery comes as the United States pushed for a ceasefire agreement between Israel and Hamas that would see the release of scores of hostages held by the militant group. According to the Israel Defense Forces, troops recovered the bodies in an overnight operation in southern Gaza. Israeli officials say more than 100 hostages remain held in Gaza, with around a third of them believed to be dead. In politics this morning, night 2 of the Democratic National Convention featured 2 big stars of the party. Barack and Michelle Obama attacked former President Donald Trump and tried to make the case for the Harris-Walz ticket. As they did, the candidates themselves were in another arena. NBC's Alice Barr has the latest.
In a show of force from the Democratic Party's biggest star power, former President Barack Obama.
America's ready for a new chapter.
And former First Lady Michelle Obama delivering stirring calls to action.
Hope is making a comeback.
The longtime allies of Vice President Harris offering a ringing endorsement.
Kamala Harris won't be focused on her problems. She'll be focused on yours.
While rebuking former President Trump.
His limited, narrow view of the world made him feel threatened by the existence of 2 hardworking, highly educated, successful people who happen to be black. Who's going to tell him that the job he's currently seeking might just be one of those black jobs?
Doug Emhoff, who hopes to become the nation's first gentleman, paying tribute to his wife.
She's always been there for our children, and I know she'll always be there for yours, too.
As delegates turned a ceremonial roll call into a celebration. Harris and her running mate, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, rallied in nearby Milwaukee, filling the same arena that hosted last month's Republican National Convention.
In Wisconsin, we fight for the future.
Governor Walz addresses the DNC tonight in a key test of his appeal to white working-class voters. One Illinois delegate who works for the Chicago Federation of Labor pointing to Walz's teachers' union past.
It's clear that they are rooted in working people, and so that makes me very excited.
Excitement building as top Democrats make their case to the nation. In Chicago, Alice Barr, NBC News.
And the FAA is requiring the inspection of all Boeing 787 Dreamliners following an incident in March. The incident occurred when a LATAM Airlines plane went into a sudden mid-air dive, injuring more than 50 passengers. The FAA says the cause of the dive was apparently related to the uncommanded movement of the captain's seat, which caused the autopilot to disconnect. There have been 5 reports of similar issues on board 787s. The directive calls for the inspection of captains and first officer seats for missing or cracked rocker switch caps and cracked switch cover assemblies within 30 days. Alaska and Hawaiian Airlines cleared a major hurdle in their plan to merge. An overnight deadline passed for the Department of Justice to file a lawsuit to block it following an investigation. The nearly $2 billion deal was announced in December. The DOJ opened a review in February. The merger is expected to expand Alaska Airlines' presence internationally and broaden North American travel options from Hawaii. Under the combined company, the airlines would keep operating under their own brands. The Department of Transportation still has to approve the merger. And Walt Disney Parks and Resorts is reversing course on a wrongful death lawsuit, now saying the matter can proceed to court. According to the lawsuit, Jeffrey Piccolo's wife died from a severe allergic reaction after they dined at a resort restaurant last year. Previously, Disney argued since Piccolo signed a Disney Plus streaming contract, he could not sue. The company had said that Piccolo had signed up for a 1-month trial in 2019, which requires users to settle all disputes with the company. Disney lawyers also claimed Disney was shielded from the lawsuit because Piccolo used the Walt Disney Parks website to buy tickets to Epcot Center. But now the company is waiving its right to arbitration. The chairman of Disney Experiences says the case warrants a sensitive approach to get a resolution for the family.
And now Storm Tracker weather.
Low pressure exists to the north and to the west of our location right now. So due to the rotation that low pressures have, we're dealing with southwesterly flow. So some warmer temperatures, and we're getting some cloud coverage too. What happened yesterday is we had some precipitation, extensive cloud coverage for the central mountains and the eastern highlands, catching some precipitation and extensive cloud coverage as well. And for the overnight hours, we're still dealing with some remnants in the eastern highlands of some precipitation. precipitation northeast of Jackson and some cloud coverage still existing as well. Other places mostly clear, especially for the Snake River Plain. What we're expecting today is mostly sunny conditions with breezy winds, 10 to 20 miles per hour, gusts up to 35 for the main Snake River to the Craters corridor. Now, any chances of shower or thunderstorm activity will only be in the eastern part of the Central Mountains, northern part of the Central Mountains, over towards Monida Pass, maybe the up northern Snake River Plain as well. And this is going to be between the hours of 2 and 5 p.m., give or take an hour on the left or the right side. Winds, again, will be between 10 and 20 for all areas, except the highest wind speeds will be in this corridor, 30 to 35 mile per hour gust. Now, if you're catching a thunderstorm or a shower up here, winds also can exceed 35 miles per hour up there. Our high temperatures for today are on par for what to expect for this time of year. Pocatello has a high of 85. Idaho Falls has a high of 87. These are your wind speeds outside of any showers or thunderstorms. So 12 miles continuous wind speed with gusts up to 23. Temperatures in the 80s for the Snake River Plain. Southeast Highlands, temperatures also in the 80s, 87 at Downey. In the Central Mountains, those few storms exist for the northern and the eastern portion, and then getting over towards more eastern into the Centennials as well for the afternoon. Eastern Highlands, partly cloudy skies, 80s, more 70s here, but we do have 80 degrees for Driggs and Du Bois. For the nighttime hours, all regions will be mostly clear, and 10 to 22 miles per hour for the Snake River Plain, 40s and 50s for Lowe's, 53 for Pocatello. Southeast Highlands, temperatures mostly in the 40s, but we do have 51 for Ingham and Preston. And then up in the Central Mountains, temperatures all in the 40s except for Stanley, getting very close to that freezing point at 34 degrees. And we'll be on a cooling trend, much colder temperatures starting on Saturday. The highest peaks of mountains may see trace of snow. So that's heading our way for this weekend. Here's your Southeast Idaho Chevy dealer 7-day forecast. Pocatello 85 for today, and we'll stay with breezy conditions for the next several days. Friday and Saturday brings a cold front, but Friday, Saturday, and Sunday we'll see some showers and thunderstorms, especially Saturday and Sunday. For Blackfoot today, a high temperature of 84. Same thing with rain showers. It's going to be widespread across eastern Idaho and western Wyoming. Idaho Falls, breezier conditions for the Snake River Plain for Idaho Falls will exist there, and then also for the next several days as well. Now for the weekend, we do drop in temperature pretty significantly. If you look at Friday to Saturday, we drop by anywhere near 10 to 12 degrees due to a cold front passing through. And here's the Teton area. Teton area, high of 78. Back to you, Deanne.
Thank you, Eric. All right, it's time for Tail-Wagger Wednesday with Sarah from the Pocatello Animal Shelter. Good morning, Sarah.
Good morning.
Who do we have here?
This is Barkley.
Barkley. And Barkley's a male dog?
He is a male dog.
Nice, okay. And how old is Barkley?
We estimate Barkley's about 6 years old.
Okay, and what type of breed is he?
He's a lab mix. He might have a little bit of pit bull in him, but he's definitely got a lot of that lab personality.
He's a sweetheart, too. Yeah, tell us a little bit about his personality.
He's a really fun dog. He likes to, first and foremost, explore his environment. He can spend hours just sniffing around the yard at the shelter. He loves to play with toys. He loves treats. He learns really quickly. He knows all of his basic commands, and he loves to snuggle up.
I love that. What about kids? Is he good with kids?
We imagine he is good with kids. Like any dog, it's important to make sure that your kid is respectful with the dog, but I'm sure he would love to play with toys with the kids.
Sure. And how about housebroken?
I do believe he is housebroken.
Okay. And neutered?
He's neutered. He's up to date on all of his vaccines, and he's ready to go home.
And he does like to sniff. You were right. And how about any special needs or medical needs?
No special needs that we know. He just needs a nice, loving home.
Nice. Tell us a little bit about paid adoptions.
Yeah, so our adoptions for dogs are $130, and that covers us being able to do all of the medical care for the dogs, such as making sure they're spayed or neutered, microchipped, and up to date on all vaccines by the time they go home.
Very cool. So if you want to adopt Barkley, go up to the Pocatello Animal Shelter and give him a forever home. We love that. All right, thank you so much, Sarah.